Hello, everybody. Welcome to the new Colossus sessions. I am your host, Brad Wagner, here in Manhattan right now, and we are joined. We're celebrating right now the release of postmodern motorcade music, the EP from the band Honeylung. Dude, thank you so much. Jamie is here joining us. Thanks, man.
Hey,
Got
how's it going?
Jamie from London, England, and dude, I really appreciate you doing this, and congratulations to you on the release of the EP. This is out right now, and we're about to hear music from it, man. What are
Oh,
you gonna play
thank you.
first today?
I'm gonna start with a song called "Getting Off," which is the first track of the EP. So, yeah.
Waking up, trouble just to get it off. Little bit messy, but off the clock. Working my ass just to get it on, get it on. Little piece is so strange, and I'll just fuck it off, fuck it off. I'm getting off, getting off, I'm getting off, I'm getting off. Waking up to a cool kind of comfort that you thought you'd lost, and every last test that you thought you'd won, mostly indecision from your migraines. Who knew someone could play so cruel on someone so young? I'm getting off, getting off, I'm getting off, getting off, oh yeah. Don't you think it's alright if I'm handling this? Watch me kill what's left to me. Got a lot, but a good lot in the pen isn't much. And some say depression is a turn on. Some say that I've got a certain kind. And God's fucking his way through all this mess. Oh, God didn't give you a lot, a lot. So I'm getting off, I'm getting off, I'm getting off, I'm getting off. Piano burns brightly while you're taking a second turn. And you were meant to be there all along, but a junkie doesn't wait for anyone, anyone. Slow release from the pain, and I'll just fuck it off, fuck it off. I'm getting off, I'm getting off, I'm getting off, I'm getting off.
Nice. Thanks, Jamie.
Thanks.
And yeah, dude, and thanks for taking the time. We've gotten to spend like 2 hours with each other over the last week, dialing in the mix for this live stream right now, making sure that that it sounds good for everybody watching, and it does. It sounds tremendous. Can you talk a little bit about what postmodern motorcade music, about what went into the production of that album? Because I know you guys have in the past and maybe continue to be a pretty DIY outfit where there's I mean there's a lot of home recording stuff. I know you and I were talking about the ins and outs of AKG mics the other days and drum miking techniques. And can you talk a little bit about how postmodern motorcade music came into being?
So when with the run up to like recording the EP, we were like looking at loads of different ways we could potentially record it, and we'd done predominantly most of our stuff before in a studio, and we thought, well, let's give home recording a shot, see how that turns out, because I know that definitely gives a different texture feel to like a record. And I threw down some money for like a nice interface with some like preamps. I'm using like a Universal Audio 8P, which I snagged on a Reverb for like a pretty good price. And
is 8P, is that a different thing than an X8, or is that just a marketing from Europe to the US?
I think that actually is a different thing.
Okay.
The X8 I think is like the later model. Like I got like the last generation of this interface, and it's been great, honestly. Like it's completely like changed our opinions about recording. Like we feel like we can totally like go and make a record now, like confidently by ourselves. And you know, I mean, I want to kind of give a crack at like mixing something, because like we got our producer Michael Smith to mix Postmodern Motorcade and also master it. So big kudos to him, and thank you for helping us out with that. But yeah, we did all the guitars and stuff in like my sister's room next door.
Nice.
And some of the vocals at my girlfriend's place in over in New Cross. So it's all been about like recording all over the place, but it's been fun, yeah.
Nice. Well, good for you, man. Because I mean, even in the last week, you and I spent some time dialing, and there are an infinite number of choices that can be made in the way that vocal sounds, and the mix and the proximity of those two instruments. And so, yeah, hopefully that's the mix process that you do get a shot to do that. I've been increasingly interested in what UAD is up to, because it seems like that is what a lot of people are using lately, and I'm very impressed. I mean, nobody paid me to say that. I've just been digging into these interfaces as we do these remote sessions. I mean, I'm not an audio professional. I'm a video guy, you know, and I've been digging a little bit more into it. It's fascinating stuff. So thank you for sharing those details with us. And there's a lot more music, man. What's happening next?
Okay, so I guess I'll play another one off of Postmodern Motorcade. This one's called Big. Should I do Big or Name first? I'll do Big. Oh, we're gonna play it up there. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4.
I'm a part of you, my only part that makes me want to fall in love. And I was blind, yet I could feel nothing to gain, no symmetry to hold. And I get why you had to leave. You don't see me the way that I see you. Is this basic? Is this true? I don't see how you face you. I'm our favorite true to all the kids who kill to be in our shoes. How do I forget when I'm just breaking myself every night? Now I've got used to all the ways to feel you, 'cause you're just a shining star. How you make me laugh and watch me go at it again. She's got the greatest smile, she's got the saddest smile. She's got the greatest smile, she's got the saddest smile. She's got the greatest smile, she's got the saddest smile.
Don't know how to end that one.
Nice.
Cheers.
All right, thanks, man. And cheers to you. You, you got there's a coffee floating around over there somewhere, I think.
I drank it all. I need a beer now.
Yeah, I'm doing pretty well with what I got over there. Before we go into the next songs, I want to mention that if the internet, if you leave a comment below, you're automatically entered to win. You're automatically entered to win this vinyl. So we've got a prize pack from K9 Records. This is Memory, which is a compilation, I think, Jamie, of your singles. There's 8 songs on there. Beautiful white vinyl from K9 Records, and you'll also get a couple buttons. And there's a hidden vinyl behind that. I forget what it actually. No, that's the point. The point is that it is a mystery vinyl that K9 Records will pick, and they'll send it to you, and that could be yours. Just leave a comment below, and you get stuff. So we're doing that, and I also. Yeah, man. I was curious about just what your life has been like generally, since it wasn't that long ago that we saw each other. You guys played the new Colossus Fest, which ended up being like just about the last party that the world saw, really, before everything shut down. And it's been, I don't know, 2 months ish since then, a little over 2 months. And so what is your entire life look like? I know you said you've been studying and this and that, but what is your life like?
Yeah, I mean, I've just been really just doing what everyone else has been doing. It's just chilling out, I guess, and trying to stay somewhat sane in isolation. I've been writing some stuff, some new jams, and I got a bit of uni work to be getting on with. So, yeah, I've just been doing.
What is that? What are your studies?
So I'm studying programming, like computer programming, and it's pretty cool actually. I just made I've just developed like this like AR app, which is like an augmented reality app for like, it's like a riddle game. So you've got to like work out the riddle, and then you kind of go and find this like location with like an AR code on it, and then you can like scan it, and then it will tell you like a clue about where the next location is. So it's like a real life treasure hunt, and it has like a 3D image that appears on your camera, a bit like Pokemon Go, if you know that game.
Yeah, I know. I have not played that game, but I know of that game.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yes.
Man. Have you found increased focus on your studies and ability to execute your ideas now that there's not so much external stimulus going on?
No way. I'm like so lazy now. I'm like finding it hard to like, I don't know, do anything productive. But like, I mean, it. I think it's that lack of routine, which is the issue. Like, I gotta like get myself a routine and like force myself to like get up at this time, go to bed at this time, do this, do that, and you know. But I mean, apart from that, I've been doing fine. Like, you know, I think obviously, I wish things were different, but who doesn't? And you just got to get on with it, really.
Cool. Well, we will do that. We're celebrating the release of postmodern Motorcade music. That's out today on Big Scary Monsters. So congratulations to you. And we are hearing more music. What's coming up next today, Jamie?
I'm gonna play another one off the EP, which is a song called Name.
Could I?
Yeah, okay. We'll go with this.
Could I be inside your little head? Could I use the time to make things better? Nothing feels like the time we had. Could I use the time to make things better? Look at me like you can't look away. Listen to what you never say. Could I use the time to make things better? Nothing feels like the time we had. Could I be inside your little head? Could I use the time to make things better?
All right. Thank you.
Cheers.
Yeah. So you said you've been writing, and this might be a weird question considering that you are releasing an EP right now. It just came out into the world hours ago, but
Yeah.
can you, and again, no is an acceptable answer to this question. Can you talk about what might be next, or is that far too premature to ask you on EP release day?
Well, I mean, we're working on things behind the scenes. So I've been writing a lot recently ish, sketching ideas. But one of the good things I guess about isolation for me is that you know I I I can't just sort of like go out and escape writing. Like it's kind of staring me in the face every day. Like I'm like, I should write because I'm in my room and like this is where I write. So you know I'm trying to like, yeah, piece together something which should be coming out next year. Album probably. I mean, we're not totally certain yet what the dealio is, but you know, fairly certain an album next year.
Good, good.
I don't know
Yeah.
if I'm allowed to say that or
No, yeah, I'm not trying to get you to say something that's going to get you in trouble for saying it. I'm just honestly curious, man. I enjoy your music a lot. I'm a fan of your band, and yeah, I'll
thank
very
you.
much stay
Cheers.
tuned and see what happens when you're potentially behind wearing all of the hats and doing the mixing and doing every part of it. So yeah, I'm very curious to see how it turns out.
Yeah, that's what we love doing. I think honestly, like recording ourselves has been like kind of an epiphany for us as a band, and we're just gonna see how far we can push that. And you know, um, yeah, maybe this is the kick up the butt. I'm gonna start recording next week. I should say tomorrow. Like, yeah, I'm gonna start working on that as soon as
Well,
possible.
could you could feel it? I mean, I could feel it happen in our 2 hours. Like there was a like a shifting of gears between it being work and then all of a sudden it being like, all right, I don't want the sound check to end because now we got to. There's an infinite amount of things that we can do to
Yeah,
make this
yeah,
thing
for
sound
sure,
different. I
for
felt
sure.
that change very specifically at like 8 o'clock 7 o'clock my time yesterday. It was like, oh, dude, this is fun. Let's just do this until, do this for hours.
Yeah, exactly. I think that's the beauty of like so self-recording is you're not tied in for like, a day or two in the studio to just get that, stuff done. You've got all the time in the world, and that can be a curse, like you can spend hours like trying to get that perfect drum sound, or you can just, just lay it down. But like either way, there's like no pressure, there's no worries, you're not wasting like money if you're just not vibing it that day. You just go and chill if you're not vibing it, and then
Yeah.
like when that perfect mood comes around, you can just like lay down the tracks and it's great. But yeah, like it's been fun sound checking and just hanging out. Like, we had a really great time in New York going out. Shout out to Lizzie.
Yeah. Hey, Lizzie.
And
Lizzie's here and she's watching right now.
she watching, yeah.
Yeah,
What's
see,
up,
that
Lizzie?
was fun, man. That was pretty full on. I'm really glad that we got to have that particular experience. There were a lot of preposterously late evenings in close succession, and it was if we can't be out and in the world any longer, at least we went out knowing that we did we did our best. We went as hard as
Yeah, we
any
did.
person can.
Hell yeah. Yeah, it was fun. It was real fun.
Nice. Well, I hope to see you again here soon. This is wonderful, man. It feels like we're in the same place. I mean, this is a nice internet substitute for the time until the time we can actually hang out again. And there's more music coming up. We're gonna, I think, so we just heard 3 from the EP that's coming out today, and I think we're gonna dive back into a fan favorite right now. Is that true?
Yeah, yeah, I'm gonna play the old one. Uh, this song's called Stuttering Mind. And it's on memory. You can, for those lucky winners who get a copy. Well, yeah.
Watch you fall in love when you were young. Look at you like a boy in a girl's costume. Now you sit in the same spot every day. Now you trade all those days to numb the pain. And exchanging on this stuttering mind, this stuttering mind. Exchanging on this stuttering mind, this stuttering mind. this time. Never tired even though it's a long hard climb. Give me your cold hard ground to stay. As a man, as a boy, as a lover, never was afraid. You know, exchanging on this stuttering mind, this stuttering mind. You know, exchanging on this stuttering mind, this stuttering mind. You know, exchanging on this stuttering mind, this stuttering mind.
Nice. All right, man. Thanks for doing this very much. But
thanks
see,
a lot, Brad.
before we go, I want to, in case people are just joining us right now, to reiterate that you can win the vinyl EP. You get, or excuse me, not the EP. This is an LP, Memory from K9 Records. That Stuttering Mind, the song you just heard, is on, and this is the artwork to that album right there. And here's a prize pack to show you. That's Memory on the top. There's a mystery vinyl on the bottom. There's a couple of buttons from our friends at K9 Records. And so just leave a comment below and you are entered to win that. We'll be in touch with the winners Monday, I think is how that works. And yeah, man, Jamie, this has been great, man. What's,
Awesome.
is it? No, dude, it's not late. You've got time. I've got time. I'm going to go downtown Manhattan and go protest a little bit, and you got some a little bit of time left to hang and drink your coffee. I really hope you have a wonderful rest of your Friday evening.
You too. Cheers. Yeah.
Yeah. No.
Awesome. Great. Thank you for everyone that tuned in, and thanks a lot, Brad. Thank you to New Colossus and K9 Records for doing this. Certainly makes isolation feel a little bit nicer. So yeah.
Good. Yeah, not so isolated. Well, enjoy. And for you, the internet, please join us. We've got a session next week with Beverly Kills. They're joining us from Gothenburg, Sweden. And Jamie, is Bandcamp the best place to send people to get your things, or is there a different place that people should go to check out more Honeylung?
Yeah, go Bandcamp, Amazon Music, Spotify, all the sort of main streaming services. If you want to pick up, support the band, Bandcamp's great. Yeah.
Nice. Well, dude, thank you again so much. I can't wait to see you in New York in person. We keep cross paths in Texas and then in New York a couple of different times, and now here on the internet. So I look forward to seeing you again. And thanks, man, again for everything.
Yeah, thank you so much, honestly. And I'll see you soon, Brad. Cheers.
All right, sounds good, man. See ya.